Welcome to the Good Apple Games channel. I'm Neil Hooper, and Gen Con was amazing and exhausting. Let's talk about it. Okay, well, here we are. It took me a minute to get this video out just because I was honestly kind of recovering from Gen Con. It was so fun. It was one for the books, and there were so many games. And I am pretty proud of myself because my Gen Con preview list, I had a pretty refined list, and I got everything almost on that list. And I got some extra goodies, but I want to go through just my Gen Con haul, share a little bit about the experience, and let's get into it. First, I got to address, there was my first tornado experience ever at the convention center, which is kind of crazy. If you haven't heard by now, there was a tornado warning, which I think is more scary than a tornado watch, if I'm, if what I heard was correct. This is southern Utah Neil living out in the desert, and I'm not used to tornadoes, so that was a little freaky. We heard what we thought was thunder in the convention hall a half hour before the expo shuts down. And we're like, oh, that was strange. And then water starts dripping through the ceiling. And we're like, oh, that's kind of weird. And then we hear everyone's phones in sync go, man, and do the little tornado alarm. It was kind of freaky, okay? And I was just like checking people out. Shout out to All Play. Thanks for letting me help out at the booth. And thanks for sponsoring the channel with some review copies. I'll talk about that in a minute. But we were helping people check out. And I was just like, make it a good purchase because this might be the last board game you ever play. I'm like over freaking out and everyone else is just kind of going about their business. But yeah, that was kind of exciting. So yeah, the tornado scare of 2026 at Gen Con will live on in infamy, I'm sure. But that aside, it was an awesome convention. Got to see a ton of familiar faces, make some new friends. Got to go to the AEG game night, which is always a blast. So I'll talk about some of the games from that. Got to meet with some people, go to some fun events, pitch some games. So yeah, let's start with some of the games that I got. So I'm not going to go through everything, but I will just call out some of the ones I'm excited that I got. Definitely excited about the Glasgow train robbery. This was on my list if you watched my preview wish list, and I snagged this. This is a hefty one. But yeah, very, very excited to jump into this one and give it a try. I didn't realize it was a limited communication cooperative game. Size-wise, from Gamehead, very excited for this one. Designed by Scott Brady, art by Serge Seidlitz. I butchered that. Seidlitz. Super fun game. Played it already with the family, and I know that's going to be a hit at our family reunion coming up. Seashells. This one I almost didn't get, but then I kind of made a last-minute purchase as I was going by the KTBG booth. And I'm so glad I did because I've played it twice now, and it is just a cozy little shell collecting game, and I know that that's going to be a go-to cozy game for the foreseeable future. You're just trying to get the majorities of the colors and the shapes of the shells, and you just move the bucket in a vertical or horizontal line to wherever you want to go. Super puzzly, super strategic, and super simple. And you know me, that's the sweet spot. I love that one. So I'm very excited about this one. I didn't. I think I called this out on as an honorable mention, maybe not, but Totally Human from Bitewing Games. This is their first party game, I believe, that they've put out. And it is a blast. I've played it twice now, and it's just a fun game where some people are aliens and you don't know who, and the aliens are forced to respond to the prompts with certain numbers that they were given. So if you're a human, you can answer freely. If you're an alien, you have to answer specifically, which makes you look suspicious. Or maybe you're just kind of a weird human that thinks that's the best answer for the prompt. Anyway, it's such a blast. And the best part is the end when you're all deciding which ships to get on and launch into space. So very, very fun. Totally Human from Bitewing Games. Code names. Oh my gosh. Critical Role Adventure. This was designed by Vlada Shivatil and Felix Podlesny. I'm trying to get better at mentioning the designers and artists for games because I think that's important. But I've played this twice now. This is the definitively best version of Codenames, in my opinion. I love the cooperative elements. I love the special abilities, the coins, the health, the theme. It's just a riot. Super fun. I'm so glad I got that one. Next, I will just mention, let's go through some of the AEG games. So, AEG does their big game night at Gen Con every year. And this year, they had 4 titles. I was not familiar with any of these titles except Honey Pot. I haven't played this one yet. I had to dip out early on the game night, but I've heard good things. I'm excited to try it out. The other 3 are Word Wipe, which I did get to play. And this is by Peter C. Hayward and Matt Bonge. And I got him to sign it, by the way. Shout out to Matt. He's a cool dude. Can't wait to follow up with you. But this is a unique one where you're trying to get rid of 10 cards in the middle that are nouns. You have cards in your hand that are nouns, but how you get rid of the cards in the middle is by combining a card from your hand, any number of cards from the middle, and having that associate with a word in your head, which is what you're trying to get people to guess. So you grab the cards from the middle and the card from your hand, and you say, there's a word in my head that are associated with these. And if they get it correct, then you get to remove those. You have 5 minutes to do it. Very unique game. I'm excited to give that one another try. Jumble Jack. This is a very uniquely themed social deduction party game. So there's this little cursed doll that you are passing around. There are 4 outfit pieces. So there's a hat, a cape, a sword, and a hook. Everybody is assigned a secret outfit at the beginning of the game, which is any combination of those things, including none of them. So naked pirate is an option, but you basically you dress the doll to the combination of clothing you think a person has. You pass it to them, and then they have to tell you if it's correct. They lose and are cursed forever. Everybody else wins. But if it's not the right combination, they show you 1 card that is incorrect or correct, and then they move on. So super fun, very unique game. The last one is Assemble. I also didn't get to try this one out, but you're basically trying to assemble a team of superheroes that's designed by Remo Conzodari and Stefano Negro. So yeah, again, looks like a quick little fun one that I'm excited to try it as well. Those are the AEG Big Game Night games, but let's talk about some bigger games that I'm very excited I got. I already talked about this one, Night at the Zoo. This was like the top of my list, so I'm very excited I got this one. Again, designed by Thomas Holek, who designed SETI, and art by Teresa Kovondova. Heard good things about that. Already talked about it. Super excited to play it. Of course, CGE, got another one from them. Drillers, this was another one at the top of my list. I'm very glad I got it. CGE is killing it, and in addition to the base game, I got the upgraded components because I'm a sucker for those, so yeah. So those were very good as well. Sorry, I'm running out of space here. All Play, oh my gosh, All Play. I was working their booth. Again, shout out to All Play. I got these are review copies, but I did get Mountain Goat's Legacy, got it signed by Alex Cutler, who's one of the designers. Also Michael McKilsick, and art by Sandara Tang. Kitchen Critters, Flamecraft, she's amazing. So we've only done one scenario so far, but it's already delightful, and I love the extra mechanics. And we got the upgraded components, the frosted dice, all of that is so fun, and it's such a great version of the game. And you've got Eric Summers from the Dice Tower narrating the stories in the chapters, which is very fun. So you got to love that smooth, creamy voice of Eric Summers. This was a big one. I was not planning to get this one, I'll be honest, but I made a very impulsive purchase. I was getting this for a friend, and they said it was going to sell out. Entropy. This is a beastie one, you guys. This is from Tommaso Battista, Simone Luciani, and Nestor Mangoni, which is quite the combo of designers. They have done a lot of great games. This is from Board and Dice. This is a chonky one. It says 90 to 150 minutes. So that is 2.5 hours of gameplay right there. Again, it's a crunchy one. I'm excited to get into it. SD card got full, so here we go again. Resuming here, I am very excited about Tend. I've been eyeing Tend for a while now, and it's It's a chunky game. I've heard good things. I saw it there. It was a good deal, so I got that. More to come on that front. Those are the bigger ones. We're going to do a rapid fire with some of the smaller games. Wingspan Pocket. I'm very excited about this one. Love the original. Have some very nostalgic feelings for Wingspan. It was one of the first games that I played that really got me deeper into the hobby, so I'm really excited about this. I tried it out on the airplane, and it almost fit on my tray in the airplane, so if that tells you how Wingspan Pocket is, there you go. From Happy Camper, we got Zeus on the Loose, which was designed by Jason Snyder. This is a reprint from back in the day. And again, I'm just excited to try it. It's got some little mathy things and a cool little Zeus meeple, so I'm excited about that. Also from Happy Camper, we have Beach Bandits, which is designed by Michael and Lisa Eskew. Illustrations by Kwanchai Moria. So this is a set collection game. It's got some Sushi Go elements to it where the different cards score differently based on how many of them you have and majorities and all that. So again, Happy Camper, I trust. So I picked up all of their new titles, including Bring Your Own Book. This is again a reprint from a game by Matthew Moore, and the illustrations are by Serge Seidlitz, but Ezzy Cat, who's the book talker, he and Jason Snyder combined forces and partnered to bring this back out to the world. You basically get a physical book and you bring it with you, and then there's prompts that you need to answer from the game by finding phrases or words from an actual book that you brought. So I'm excited to try that out. My wife and all of her friends are really excited as well. Okay, rapid fire mini games, Jibber Jabble. This is going to be one of the hottest party games, I predict, of 2026. I got it signed from the designer, who's Cassie Sykes. I got to sit down with her at the All Play party. Again, shout out to All Play for this review copy. You're trying to get the group to guess one word. So one person is the guesser. They hold the card away from them so everybody else sees what it is. And then how the group gives clues is by spelling a word one letter at a time, but they are not able to communicate with each other. So as you can imagine, chaos ensues. It's super fun. If somebody misspells it or they don't know what the word is that somebody's trying to spell, it just becomes chaos. It's a party. It is an absolute party. This one's sold like hotcakes at the booth. Tiny mountain goats. Oh my gosh. This is the full game of mountain goats in a tiny box. And it's designed by Stefan Risthaus, art by Sai Beppu, as is all of the tiny box games from All Play. And I just gotta bust out these little tiny meeples because it's adorable. Look at these little tiny goat meeples. Oh my gosh. It is a blast. Already played that one. The kids are in love. I'm in love. You can throw that in your pocket. Mountain goats on the go. Stonk Market. This was a surprise. Okay, so I grew up playing Pit, love Pit. Which is an auction game, but in Pit, you're only shouting out the number of cards you want to trade, and then you're trading hoping you get what you want. In Stonk Market, you are able to share what cards you want to trade and how many of them, so it's a little more unique. This is by Reiner Knizia, very different game for him to put out, but it's an absolute party. You're trying to get the majorities of the Stonk Markets, and then there's one card in the middle that is in the market, and if you have those, it's a negative 2 points. So you're trying to sabotage each other by swapping that one out. It's a blast. It's a great time. Let's see. I think we are almost there. Just two more. Enchanted Ivy, again from All Play. Thank you for the review copy. Got it signed by Sarah, who is the artist. This is their first solo game. This one also was selling like hotcakes. I couldn't believe it. Sarah Joshua, by the way, with art by Wenyi Gang. You're the innkeeper for an enchanted inn, and you have mystical guests that you're trying to appease, and it's a solo game. What more could you say? It's great. I've only played one chapter, and I'm excited to keep playing the rest because I'm not much of a solo gamer, so I'm excited to get more into it. Other than that, I got some All Play titles that I had been eyeing for a while. Vegas Strip by Peter C. Hayward with art by Vincent Dutrait. And again, it's just, I haven't heard a ton about that one, and I want to check it out. And then, of course, Torchlit, which I already have a copy of, but I got this for my brother. So that is my Gen Con haul. Gen Con was amazing. It was exhausting. Working a booth full time this year was a very different experience, but I loved it. I loved getting to see people come through the All Play checkout line. If that was one of you, please drop a comment and let me know how you're enjoying the All Play games. And again, All Play has been awesome for sponsoring the channel and giving us a review copy, so thank you for that. Lots of reviews on the way, so I'll get busy with that. Until next time, thanks for joining, and like, subscribe, and follow for more board gaming content.